Celtics. Celtics haven't won there in ages.
Well, they're going to have to win one there if they're going to keep alive. At least one.
Reggie King. Boy, this crowd is really unhappy about that last play where Henderson committed the foul. It ends up being a three-point play. 12 points in the game now for Reggie King. 18-19. The Rockets down by 1. Here is Robert Reid. Reid out to Henderson. Grunfeld picks up Calvin Murphy. Grunfeld at 6'6" with that good height advantage. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul. Earl Strom spots Leon Douglas. Douglas, who just came in, replacing Sam Lacey.
He got away with it for about 20 seconds.
Well, yeah, sure. He had a club him the third or fourth time. Here he battles in front of Moses. He's backing into him. Got his arms out there. He's grabbing onto him a little bit. Now he gives him a little push with the forearm, and he finally gets called for a foul. The ironic thing I say is the tempo of this game. Phil Ford really would have been probably in great condition in this type of a contest.
Moses Malone's had some easy shots inside, not go for it. Willoughby comes out with a rebound, a fresh 24 seconds on the shot clock. A minute 30 to go, first period. Reid in a lot of traffic. Malone always working. That will be off of Leon Douglas. Houston will have it. Malone always works. I've never known a man that works any harder underneath than number 24.
Well, Moses goes after everything, and that's the difference between he and a lot of other players. He tries to get every rebound possible.
And he studies where that ball is going, something Bill Russell used to do. Bill Willoughby, he's hit 2 shots since coming off the bench. And the Rockets with a 1-point lead, 20-19. A minute 11 again. Watch Murphy. He's really been pressuring Grunfeld. Grunfeld with that responsibility. Cotton is yelling. He's not happy. He doesn't think they're in their offense at all. And it goes to Reggie King. Willoughby with the rebound. Cotton dejectedly just turned away after that play. Well, they've come this far with one tempo. Why desert it now, huh?
That's one of the things the coaches have to fight, is you tell the guys to do things, and trying to make sure they stay with it. It can be difficult sometimes.
Douglas with a rebound, now with 37 seconds left in this first quarter. Birdsong to Wedman.
Let it go.
Broken up. Robert Reid. They'll have it with 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Birdsong and Wedman have not gotten off offensively in this game, and that's really hurt the Kings. If they could have those 2 players involved in it, they've got a heck of a chance.
Well, Wedman hasn't scored yet. Birdsong with 2. Grunfeld. Rebound. Malone. Moses Malone, who led the NBA this year with a 14.8 average in the rebounding department. He's been second twice, third once. He has been so dominating. Now, Del Harris is pointing up at the clock. He tells them to go into their offense now. You see the time left. Reid, and it's up of Kansas City with 1 second. Houston will get an inbounds play with 1 second left in this first period.
Well, if they play good defense, they shouldn't get the shot off.
Reid to Malone. And so we have played 12 minutes in Game 4 before the sellout, enthusiastic crowd at the Summit in Houston. It's a 1-point game. The Houston Rockets leading 2-1 with a 1-point lead.
Tried to put it right in, and it got rattling around on the rim and popped out.
Gotten really frustrated. He yelled something, King, told him to get back defensively. Calvin Murphy got into too much trouble that time.
He made him go left, though. That's a good play.
Bill Ford, what a play!
360. That's the old 360 special in the air.
I guess he's back now. I guess he's back.
Do you believe that? I'm sure we have it on tape, and we'll have it again after we get a break in the action. 4 points now for Bill Ford. Remarkable play. Billy Pulse. Bill Willoughby.
That's a fine play by Willoughby, but here's this play by Ford. There he goes, 360. Well, see, he actually cheated a little bit. He started the move before he got in the air, so that really wasn't a full 360. I'll give him about, 320, Bob Stenner said. I'll agree with that.
Willoughby now with 10 points. Boy, he's contributed.
That's you right there.
Here's Wedman again. Scott Wedman. You know he's going to get that touch back. Look at it again.
All right, here we go again. Now I'll make the plant right there. Now, see, he started the move when he was down, but that's still great body control. Super play.
Boy, I guess. Houston has called a timeout with 1:32 to go. Del Harris, he'd like to return to Kansas City on Wednesday night with a 3-1 lead. His team up by 3 points. 41-38. Boy, you did voice that opinion. I didn't think you would. You surprised me. Here's Calvin Murphy. Moses Malone almost there before the ball came down. That basket will count, and he's fouled. Malone, great anticipation on this play.
I've seen this guy for a couple of years when I was a teammate of his. You see Calvin trying to draw the foul. Look at the position he has, how he watches the ball. He takes it back up, gets fouled, lays it in. He just works so hard to get position. Here's another look at it. Now look how he lets King go out. He sees the shot outside. King's got it. And look how he does. He just kind of hooks him a little bit with the size and the strength advantage. He goes up and gets the ball, puts it in.
One of the keys to rebounding is to keep your eye on the ball after the shot and to anticipate when a guy's going to shoot. You can't start the rebound after the guy's shooting. You have to anticipate the shot and start your rebounding before the shot's taken.
Boy, Ford again. It makes you wonder how the Kings have been able to go as far as they have without Phil Ford. He's come in here and made some remarkable plays. Billy Pulse. Reggie King with a rebound. A chance now to cut it to 2. Kansas City, 45 seconds left in this first half. Malone is headed for a big afternoon with 18 points. He's on Reggie King. King takes him up. The basket will count, and he's fouled.
One of the few times you see Moses leave his feet like that. Reggie gave him a little pump fake. He got Moses up in the air, leaned into him, drew the foul, and put it in the basket. We'll take a look at the play again right here.
Hey, Rick, you know, Reggie King is a pretty smart player for a young player inside because he knows how to get the guys up and down. Because he has a very limited range.
Well, he really does. He's really a 15-foot-and-in shooter, I would say, and he's even more effective closer than 15. He misses that free throw, but you saw him make that good fake to draw Malone out of position.
Both King and Malone now are tied for game honors with 18 points each. 44-42, Murphy. Boy, you leave Murphy open like that, it's all over. 10 points now for Calvin.
One shot for the Kings.
You see the time remaining, the upper portion of your screen in this first half. Ford with Calvin Murphy on it. You're going to let him sag back a little bit. Ford's picked up his dribble, a little bit of trouble now. But a foul away from the ball against Houston. It's going to be on Moses. Moses is arguing about it. He was holding on to Leon Douglas.
They called a zone.
Did they?
Are you going to get back?
The zone with only 9 seconds.
Well, that really helped the Kings. They'll get a point if they put that free throw in as Grunfeld goes to the line. That cuts it to 3, and they have a chance to score this last basket without the Rockets getting the ball back, and they can go in only down 1, and Cotton will have to feel very good about that, the way things have gone.
Well, that's the second technical free throw that they've had in this first half. 46-43. Look at Cotton. Look at him in the background. Motioning him around. Going to clear it out for Ford. He hit it. And it's a 1-point game at halftime. Phil Ford has come in off the bench and really contributed in this ball game.
And another technical.
At 6 points.
And they're also on this call technical on Houston as they were leaving the floor.
2 technicals on Houston. Del Harris very unhappy visiting with Earl Strom.
They'll probably shoot that technical at the start of the second half that they just had given to Del Harris.
So, a stormy end to this first half as Cotton Fitzsimmons' team is down by 1, and this shows you some of the emotion we've had in this Western Conference Final. We'll be going to Brent Musburger in New York after at Ohio State.
He's been working overtime practicing his serve. He needs a deodorant that works overtime.
My boss is working overtime on a big presentation. He needs a deodorant that works overtime.
Only
Team has had to win some big ones. They had to win game 3 on the road in Portland, game 7 on the road against Phoenix. They're on the road again now. They've been 4 and 3, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Malone is fouled. Reggie King committing a foul. Leon Douglas is now going to check into the ball game. That's the 3rd foul on Reggie King.
And Reggie is asked to come out of the game. He's tired because he's really working so hard on both ends of the court, offensively, and of course the assignment of guarding Malone is a very tiring task indeed.
Moses Malone at the line. Malone with 25 points. He had 18 in the first half. 70-63. There's Cotton. And you look at Reggie King. King checks out with 20 points thus far. He had 22 in game 3, 31 in game 2. 71-63. Malone with 27. He had 29 in game 1. Ford with Henderson on him. Ford very quickly. You can see what happened to Henderson on that play. There's Murphy reaching in very quickly. Wedman saves it. Lacey is open. And that's what he did Friday night, hitting that shot outside. 71-65. Lacey now with 4 points. Just inside 2 minutes left in the 3rd period. Playoff basketball. Reid off to Billy Polk. That hook has been dynamite. Polk with 10 points. And I bet if you go back, 4 of those field goals have been hooks.
Well, Wofford has a pretty good hook shot. He doesn't get up in the air very high, but he gets it out far with those long arms, and it's tough to block.
73-65. There's Lacey again. Rebound, Wedman. Broken up by Billy Polk. Grunfeld saves it. Murphy all over the place. Nice pass by Grunfeld, and a foul on Robert Reid. That was quite a pass by Grunfeld that time on the baseline.
Here's Grunfeld with the ball. Nice bounce pass to thread the needle. Sam didn't handle it right away. As a result, he was late going up, but he was fortunate to draw the foul against Reid. But the Houston Rockets have been able to control this game because of their inside play here in the 3rd quarter. They've gotten 8 inside baskets inside that 12-foot area. Kansas City's only gotten 3 in there.
2nd foul on Robert Reid. Lacey at the line. 33 years of age, 6'10", 250.
I'd have to say, Bill, that Sam Lacey during these playoffs has played the best basketball of his career.
He's playing as well as he can play. He's doing a lot of very good things. He's working hard defensively. He's doing a good job. And he's hitting a lot of clean shots. Lacey has not scored that much, but he, assist-wise, has been very consistent. He's contributed 5 rebounds a game. And 2 more points to the cause. And it's back to a 6-point lead, 73-67. Lacey scoring all 6 of his points in this 3rd period. Henderson up to Robert Reid. Calvin Murphy back to Reid. Moses Malone with Leon Douglas on him. Look at that move. Douglas comes down with it. Nobody looking for the outlet pass.
Those are the kind of plays. Cotton was upset by that play. Leon did a good job defensively. Moses actually walked. They didn't call it. And then he makes the pass like that. Cotton doesn't want that kind of game.
That'll really turn your hair gray when you coach some guys that
You should know.
like this.
You should know.
And that's the truth, Rick. I know.
How well you know. 73-67. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Murphy slides in there somehow. Malone broken up. Boy, you got to protect that ball inside to Ford. 33 seconds left. You see the time on the screen. Ernie Grunfeld. It's a 4-point game. 4-point game now. 73-69.
Now Houston will probably go for the last shot. 20 seconds left.
And let's see if in fact they do. You see the time ticking down. Murphy trying to get a screen from Billy Paulson. Look at Grunfeld fight through it.
Well,
Grunfeld with a foul.
Now, what Grunfeld should have done when you play this play, especially with Murphy, is he should have gotten totally up high on the right side of Murphy, made it virtually impossible for Calvin to use that screen, made him go to his left with the center prepared to step right out there and pick Calvin up and take away any chance, and the whole defense on the other side of the floor drop in. That would have been the correct defense on that play.
And so now they reset it. Out it comes to Henderson. Henderson has time
time expires in this third period. That's only the second field goal for Tom Henderson this afternoon. But it bumps it up to a 6-point lead for the Houston Rockets. We have 12 minutes left in game number 4 before this enthusiastic sellout crowd in the Summit. Reggie King and Sam Lacey. Here is Wedman. Up to Sam Lacey. Reggie King. Rebound ripped down by Moses Malone. Malone now with 20 rebounds. An 8-point lead. 2:43 left in the game. Houston getting a remarkable performance from the bench again. Major Jones coming in. There's Malone. He's just horsing it. And a foul. The basket will count. He has 37 points.
We'll see Mr. Malone again. Takes it to the basket on Sam. Misses the shot, but look at how he just goes right after it. He knew he missed it. He wastes no time. Goes back, gets fouled, makes an incredible off-balance shot. He puts it in, has a chance to move it up to 11. And the Kings, I have to say now, are in big trouble. They're going to need a couple of three-pointers.
You know, he has a combination of quickness, good size, and strength. And along with hustle, going after the lead, he can get every rebound. That's really just too much.
Sam Lacey, who committed his 5th foul a moment ago, is fouled. Well, now Malone with 38 points is just 3 short of his playoff high. He had 41 points in a game earlier against San Antonio. That's Major Jones, who committed the personal foul. So Lacey with 5 fouls will be going to the free throw line. He has 10 points, all of them coming in the second half. And thus far, as they come down the stretch, Houston has outscored Kansas City 11-2. Last night it was Kansas City that came back late. 92-81. Lacey cuts it back to a 10-point game with 2:24. You know, in the game Friday night, you sensed Kansas City was making a move. You don't get that same feeling right now.
Well, I would have had the feeling if it weren't for that play by Moses down there.
He kind of puts a damper on a lot of things.
But actually, Del Harris made a good substitution. He brought in his defensive team. He had Reid in the game, Malone, brought in Major Jones, who's a real fine defensive player, had Henderson in the ball game, and also he had Willoughby, big, strong guys on the boards.
Tom Henderson, they'll take their time now. They'll eat some of this clock up. Malone jockeying for position with Reggie King. Robert Reid, nice pass to Malone. Malone now with 40 points. Is there any question who our MVP is going to be?
I don't think so.
Ford trying to hit the three-pointer. Major Jones with a rebound inside. 2 minutes left in this game. Houston, who coming home for this 2-game stand and only won 1 game at home. Now they're close to winning 2 in a row at home. And in evening, their playoff series at home at 3 each. Reid, the Major Jones broken up. Ford, Grunfeld, Ford, Grunfeld again. Nice break down the floor.
That's the way to run that break.
You know, in this series, Bill, we haven't had anybody score 100 points. This would be the closest they might come to it with 94.
Well, they probably won't score it. I don't think they're going to look to score too many points. They can use up that clock.
There's Moses, broken up off of Kansas City. I don't know where Malone gets all of that stamina.
I think he's in shape.
Youth is what it's called. Youth.
Is it? I think it's more than that, Rick. 20-second timeout. 20-second timeout. So with 1:16 left to go, Houston close to winning their 3rd game of this best-of-7 series. With a minute and 10 seconds left. Houston with a 94-85 lead. Now just killing the clock. Willoughby up to Robert Reid. Reid, 96-85. Reid now with 14 points. Timeout again by Kansas City, and this crowd in Houston is happy. Which reminds us, we'll be bringing you both Game 5s in selected areas of both Eastern and Western Conference Finals. Malone with another rebound. Malone now has 23 rebounds and 40 points. He's our MVP, right?
Whatever you say,
Okay, Gary.
All right, we didn't have to vote on that one. Moses Malone. Reid. There's Malone, 42. That's a playoff high for Moses Malone. That surpasses his output against the San Antonio Spurs. 98-85. 22 seconds, Phil Ford. 98-87. We have in the middle of the floor some debris. Somebody could get hurt on that. Now they didn't step on it. Reid touched it. Cotton Fitzsimmons is on the floor. He wants him to call timeout. There's some debris at center court. There he's going out to pick it up. He is really hot. He was afraid someone would get hurt by stepping on it. Oh, he will retreat to the bench area. Now we have 100 points in this series for the first time.
Well, they were looking to score, and I'll tell you one thing, Kansas City won't forget the fact that they're putting a little icing on this win.
Scott Wedman with a three-pointer. Major Jones tries to save it. With 5 seconds left. Reggie King. And King makes it 100-89. Reggie King with 24 points. And the Houston Rockets have taken a 3-1 lead in this best-of-7 series. They'll be going to Kansas City Wednesday night, trying to wrap up this series. Brent Musburger will be coming along after we pause for these messages to update us on what's happened in the world of sports.